chill and play a TitBits.
Welcome to TitBits. It's the bite-sized podcast that takes the Mickey Bliss out of a top trending story on Mum's Lounge.
With Chanel and Tamara. Clearly it's Scottish week, is it?
Scottish
Will we celebrate the Scots? The headline is, my brother didn't tell the woman who wants to start a family with him, with him clearly, that he's had a vasectomy.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject that. The vasectomy is good when you're sure. But if you're younger and having one done, you might be sure at the time, but you might not be sure after.
I know. It's interesting. I haven't heard of many young men going and getting a vasectomy.
Well, this is
you
the
don't
story,
hear about
right,
it.
Isn't it?
It is the story because what happened is his sister wrote in to Reddit and asked if she'd done a terrible thing.
And is she an asshole?
Exactly. So this is basically the story. She says, my brother Mark won the lottery when he was 20. Now let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh, wow.
it was $1,000 a week for life. Can you imagine?
You'd just be all sorted, wouldn't you?
Oh, so he just travels. And she says he was young and wanted to travel. So he dropped out of school and has spent his entire adulthood basically seeing the world.
Okay.
Right. So anyway, and he comes to visit every now and then. So he came to the family barbecue.
Can I just say one thing? It made me laugh in this story because she pointed out the fact that he's making his money last because he doesn't spend it all at once in lavish hotels and beach resorts.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the price of eggs? Right?
What do you mean?
Well, why do we need to know that his money is this is the way he spends his money? What's that got to do with the fact whether she's an asshole or not?
Whether she's no, I think she's just setting it up. She wants to let you know that her brother is a little bit, he's a good guy deep down.
Deep down?
Maybe.
She's sucking up
I
a bit?
don't know. Yeah, why did she write that? I don't know.
They don't need to.
She's a weirdo.
Susie.
Susie.
Settle, Susie.
Okay, let's just cut some of this shit down. Just get to the point. Yeah, she does go on about her family and how close they are.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a therapy session.
Jesus. Susie, come on.
And she puts it down to him having a vasectomy that he was the youngest of 8 and he didn't enjoy it at all.
Relevant.
In 1987, the point of the story is he meets a chick, a bit younger, lovely girl, whilst they're in the pandemic times of COVID in South America, brings her home at the barbecue. The sister asks the couple, her brother and this the woman, like, oh, so, do you want to have kids or are you going to adopt?
Yeah.
Clearly, because my brother's had a vasectomy.
Because you open with that when you first meet someone as well.
Yeah.
Wow, vasectomy. Here you go.
So she dropped a big bomb, much to the disgust of the brother, who said basically the sister has screwed up the whole relationship now because now the girlfriend knows and she's quite upset. Of course. Again, grade A asshole. What's happening here?
Look, first of all, he should have led with, I've had a vasectomy, I don't want children. Don't go to the point of bringing someone back to another country to meet your family if this conversation hasn't taken place.
Oh, my God.
You don't need to talk about kids straight away, but if you've had a massive thing done like a vasectomy, probably bring it up, just saying.
Of course.
But can we go to Susie for a sec?
Yes.
So Susie's, I don't know why she's brought this up at this straight away point of when she's had this conversation with the future sister-in-law, let's say, which is she's probably no longer, she's probably left.
No longer. She's gone. She's broken that up.
But do you think she wanted to put that in there? You know how some people are dying to say things? They get like an itchy bum. They want to say it.
Oh, she didn't know? Oh, I thought we could talk about vasectomies over sausages.
Yeah. So there's nothing going on. There's no relevance to this conversation, but Susie's a little opportunist and she's found a way to sneak it on in and gone, oh, kaboom, see ya.
Yeah. Maybe he'd done something really arsholic to her years and years. I made that up. Years ago. And now she's like, payback time, going to ruin every relationship you've ever had.
To her brother Matthew.
Yeah. Oh, it's Matthew. Oh, yeah, it is Matthew. No, Mark. It's Mark.
Is it Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah, so the fallout from this is she says basically Mark called her later after the event to scream at her to say thanks for ruining my life. And he never wanted to see her again. Like, just called it off.
Oh.
And the Reddit readers, obviously, like us, are in agreement that, again, we have another asshole on our hands.
Yes.
And they've said things like, wow, it sounds like Mark is a major a-hole, blah, 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 blah. But someone makes a very good point, Chanel.
Go on.
Just turn my papers over. Chanel's is laughing at me today because I'm working off
Very old school.
paper. Highlighted paper.
Grow up.
Showing my age. Okay. It's not a fancy, like, I don't know, laptop or something. Sorry. Anyway, this woman says, I worked at an IVF clinic. Wife had every test in the book for 6 months before her husband finally did a semen analysis, which showed that he was firing blanks and he'd fessed up that he had had a vasectomy. Now that's terrible.
Deceit.
But she's gone through all this
Capital D.
IVF.
Horrendous.
Oh, that's terrible.
Look, let's point it out here. If you're going to have something like that done and it is going to affect someone else's life, it's a big thing. If you want kids or you don't want kids, whatever, but the decision is a big decision to make either way.
Yeah.
So you need to fess up if you've had something like that done. I am giggling a bit at Susie, thinking that she might just, well, he's had a vasectomy too early. This big rich brother of hers, Mark, I might just stir the pot and walk away.
Maybe he needs a bit of upheaval in his life.
I'm going
to too easy.
I'm going to help a sister out and let her know that she can get out the back door if she wants.
Yeah, and let someone back in the back door in another relationship. Oh.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's too much. Can you take that out?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
So
that's
Susie, Mark, they're not speaking anymore.
They're not speaking. And he's run away with his money to find the next victim. So look out, guys, for someone called Mark who makes about $1,000 a week travelling.
But you won't stay in nice hotels.
No, hostels all the way.
Hostels all the way.
Yeah. And ask about the vasectomy. Everyone you meet, have you had a vasectomy?
The vasectomy.
Yeah.
Very important to know such things.
Good to know.
Done.